Make sure I get on stage. There we are. Uh, okay. That I will make sure. That hopefully we might get some guests tonight. Okay, come on over. If I can spell right. Come on over. Said how could for sure, for sure, for sure. Hey, it's a little fuck, man. God bless, man. I want to send a fucking heart. The fuck? Do I gotta? I hate when I do this. I gotta do this. I gotta fucking restart my phone because I'm on, other shit. It's a pain in the ass. Pain in the fucking ass. Am I still alive? Yeah, I think I'm still alive. Okay, I'm gonna try to do that. It's fucked up because I don't even know if the message came. Okay, the message came through. That's good. All right. Greedy and who else was there? It was Ready for Life 69. If you're here, fuck, nobody's here. Okay, well, I apologize. I am almost 2 hours late. But because I am basically allotted to have to do my Sunday shows, God forbid if I don't. Okay, I did put an announcement out that because I was at Comic-Con today, and we were also celebrating our granddaughter's 17th birthday. So it was Comic-Con, and then my stepson, technically, but my son came over to help me with there was some shit that I needed to do in the yard because I have pavers getting done, and so he was not really there. There needed to be some more sand in between the pavers, and he's done them before. So after we got back from Comic-Con, we stopped by Lowe's, got some sand, got a broom, and what the fuck? The live video ended? Fuck, what the fuck happened here? Guess I have to do this again. I'll have to go live again. I don't know why. It went live. Well, maybe this is the thing where for some reason, because I got out of my phone, I'll have to remember. That's the reason why I don't like to use my phone. Because if I have messages, then if I get out of the Instagram feed, fuck, and it just pisses me off. So anyway, my stepson came over and he helped out with the pavers, put some sand in between them, put some rocks in the backyard. It was very, very helpful. Put some I have a newer AR. It's a new AR 15. Renee Raider 77. Good to see you, Renee. I was on here, and hopefully I'll get my other folks back. Thank you there, Renee. Go to YouTube. Go to YouTube, Renee, if you can. Please, please, please. Because then everybody will be here. So I don't see any comments, though. I do have the comments on, but there's Renee. Thank you for being over there. There was another two people that were there earlier. But I am almost 2 hours late, but for those that get accustomed to the shows, the Cap Jackson will be on, and because of the birthday party, because of the birthday dinner, there, Matt Marinovich, thank you, Matt. I can count on Matt. If Matt sees the live, bam, he's on. Thank you, Matt. Furpo should be here. If he sees the thing, I'm live. Bam, Furpo should be here. We'll see. And there you go, Fernando. Fernando was over there on Instagram. Thank you there, Fernando. You're the gentleman that was over there on Instagram, correct? I believe. What up, what up? And I saw the name, and I'm like, who's this? Also, Fernando. Thank you, Fernando. I tell people when they're on Instagram, I like them being on Instagram, but, you know, if you're on YouTube, then you get everything. If I have a guest on, because I had guests on before, thank you, I thought so. When I have a guest on before, then you get the full view of myself and the guest, and you're not just watching my belly on the side view. And I wish there was something I could do about that, but you get a big view of my belly. And I do that. And thank God, I've had a great weekend. Phillies took 2 of 3 from the Tigers. Mets lost 2 of 3 from the Giants. Now that I'm a Giants fan, but I can't stand the fucking Mets. So the Phillies are back in first place. And I will say this for those that think that Jimmy Farrell is a bet welcher. No, he is not, because he paid me my $10. So that was good. Then we had the positivity, and Matt said it well. I've been seeing some of the things in the clickbait rags. Is that Geno Smith and the offense look great. Now, there's a good side to that. Pardon me. There's a good side to that, and then there's also what you don't want to hear side to that, which is if he looks great, then that means our defense isn't. Now, I don't know whether it's because, and might y'all help me out, I heard it was basically like 7-on-7 drills, and he was just, just blowing people away. Now, what I don't know is, and I heard some of the different things from the folks that were like, well, if the defensive line got through, they basically just put their hands up or clapped like Max usually does. And then, it says that's a sack. That wouldn't have been a throw. That would have been a sack. So take that for, a grade. I know Max is doing well. I don't know. I haven't heard anything about Malcolm Koonce. So that's what I want to hear. I heard that the defense, that Trey Taylor is playing better. I heard that DCAM, I'll just say DCAM. I'll fuck up his name otherwise. DCAM's playing well, and Trey Taylor is playing well. The defensive backfield is playing well. But then, Geno's throwing all of these things. Yeah, I heard that too. Max pulls the ball out of AOC 12's hands and got a touchdown. I like that. That means that the defense is producing. But at least, I think that our defense will be decent. Fuck is it? Oh, it's the line. Okay. The defense will produce and it will do what it needs to do. But the offense needs to. Fuck me. I get on camera and I yawn. It's not you, it's me. Literally, it's the not you, it's me thing. Yeah, and I heard about that too. And Lonnie Johnson Jr. is injured. Okay. I don't know. And then I'm hearing different reports. Then I hear different reports that it wasn't serious. And then I heard that Pete said it was serious, which means that we've lost a good free safety. I don't know what the injury is. Matt, do you know what the injury is? I saw that report. Oh, a broken patella. Oh. Wow. Okay. That's your kneecap. Yeah. Or not your kneecap. but it's at your leg. Oh no, patella. Is it fibula, fibia? That's leg. Patella. Patella's the shoulder, right? The shoulder? Oh, shin bone. Okay. Patella, shin bone. Thank. I was trying to remember what the fuck it was. Max rolled on. Well, I know it wasn't deliberate because Max doesn't want to hurt his own. But yeah, that just means that if somebody's available, maybe. Now, isn't Simmons still out there? Isn't Simmons still out there? The former All-Pro safety. I know that obviously Adams is playing weak side, so he can roll back into a safety, but now he would be like rolling to a strong safety position. So he can go back and forth. But yeah, that just means we need another safety. So we'll see. Simmons is still out. Okay. Well, then that means that maybe Justin Simmons gets a phone call from the front office because one of our safeties is down. It's not. I'm not saying for sure, but maybe it happened. And I put on I think this is the lineup though, as far as where I'm broadcasting to. I'm going to broadcast to the Captain Jack, like the profile page, not the profile page, but the personality page, the Captain Jack personality page. I'm going to broadcast obviously to YouTube. And I'm going to broadcast obviously to X/Twitter. Those are the three, and then I will also transmit to Instagram. And then the Instagram feed will go to YouTube afterwards. But I'm going to put an announcement on my Facebook. You want to watch the show, you got to come to those things here. Way things are, we'll get burnt in the second. Yeah, I will see. Yeah, and that, like I said, that's a good thing that our offense is playing well, but it's a oh shit thing about the Raiders defense. Michael wants to leave, and again, and you know this, Matt. Ed knows this. Any real longtime Raider fan knows this. If anybody is available, that's a star. Well, this guy's available. This guy wants a trade. This guy says, I'm not happy with my contract. This guy says, yada, yada. The Raiders are interested. Well, maybe, but there is a salary cap. Would Micah Parsons be a great addition to the Raiders? Kinda. It just depends on what defense we're running. Because Micah is that rush end / linebacker, right? He's more of a rush end. They play a 3-4. He's a rush outside linebacker. But we got that with Crosby and Coons. So we have to do that. Most of the time, players don't want to. Yeah, well, that's recently. And we got Coons and man trade costs would be, insurmountable. Thank you. Yeah, I like that word. I'm going to put it up here. I'm fucking tired. What the fuck, man? Insurmountable. Insurmountable. One of the words of the day. And I thank you for that, Matt Marinovich. Well, this guy's available. Got a trade for him, though. Yeah, impossible. By the way, did the Dodgers win today? I know that the Rays won. Then the Dodgers won. Then the Rays won. Did the Dodgers win the third one? I know my Phillies took 2 out of 3. Ed knows. Oh, the Dodgers won. So the Dodgers won 2 out of 3. Okay. By the way, I am wearing a nice Rays hat. It is a what is it? One of those Mitchell and Ness. It's a solid frame, but I can't do a straight hat. Never can do. But I like it. It's the gray. It goes with my Star Wars shirt. So that's why I wore it. Goes with the shirt. We got a few people, and I appreciate, like I said, it is an official show because Matt Marinovich is here. Ed's here. Ed, were you trying to call me earlier? I'm not sure. If you were, then we'll get Ed and I, we'll talk. I know that I have to try to rearrange my flight for the first game. The Star Trek jersey would look good on your wall. Yes, it would. It's a William Shatner Commander's jersey. William Shatner as Commander, aka Captain of the Enterprise. Whoa, come on. Why do you say such things? I can't wait. More, and I bought a lot of, that reminds me. I got some, what was it? The Legos? I bought a lot of Star Wars Legos. And I did ask the guy, I said, don't they make Star Trek Legos? And the guy says, yeah, but they don't really do the old Star Trek. Just, a bunch of like red shirts and, they don't really know. They don't go into it, but in Star Wars, they have, and I was just getting a bunch of Star Wars Legos. Raider Dan D, good to see you. Raider Dan D. Yeah, Ed does have, and I'll put this on the screen. Ed does have a William Shatner autographed Star Trek captain's uniform signed. It would look fantastic behind. It would, and I would love that. So yeah, I'm a sports guy, but in that, so I'm kind of nerdish in that I love Star Wars and I love Star Trek. I'm a Beatles guy over a Stones guy. People are like, oh, dude, but the Stones. I'm like, nah, I'm more Beatles than Stones. I'm more Star Trek than Star Wars, technically, but I'm old Star Trek. And then Star Wars, because I love all the Star Wars. Newer Star Trek, not necessarily, but I also like the Where No Man Has Gone, or the new series, which is kind of prequel to the old. I like those because it's old Star Trek basically in a new timeline. Cool. Kev's in the house. Good to see you, Kev. And whoever gave me the thumbs up, thank you. But I didn't even see the Phillies game today. I did. By the way, who here is a Comic-Con type of guy? I know this, and I saw So many people dressed up today, and this is what I wore: this hat, this shirt, and there's pictures of me in my power chair. Right next year, I'm going as Captain Jack. I will hope that I will not be, because I was in my power chair. I will hope that I will be in my walker, which has all my Captain Jack stuff on it. Or I will take the scooter, which is all rated out, one or the other. But I will be rolling, and I'll take pictures, because there was so many people dressed today of all the different shows. And I was like, I saw, and it's like I had to say, I know that, but where is that from? There's like the what are the people that Sonic the Hedgehogs? Did you like episode 3 of the sequels of Star Wars? Episode 3. Okay, so that would be okay. So you're not talking, because remember, Star Wars is episode 4, right? So you're talking the last of the prequel episodes of Star Wars, where Anakin is burned and becomes Darth Vader, right? You're talking that one? Yeah, that was good, Carlos. That was good, because then you saw the transformation of Anakin Skywalker to Darth Vader. His head is badly burned from the volcano, right? And then his got the form on his. So yeah, that was fantastic. Raider Tex, good to see you, brother. Come on over to YouTube, bro. YouTube. Dan D, come on over to YouTube. Renee, come on over to YouTube. But yeah, like I said, I love all Star Wars, but I love old Star Trek more than Star Wars. In fact, speaking of which, today, and I got some really cool things. Well, first off, I gotta pull this, because that's the biggest thing. A personally signed, I don't know if you can see that, a personally signed Fluffy Funko Pop. See, it says Captain Jack, and it's Gabriel Fluffy Iglesias. For those people who are on Instagram, see, I'll show you over there. A personally signed Funko Pop of Fluffy. You show that up again. And I have it in a Funko Pop case, right? And I got the bag on around it too, just to make sure. But this cost me some money. I didn't get a picture because that would have cost extra. Hey, you're right on, Carlos. We can ask that. I know it's off top, but what did you think of Tom Brady in silver and black? Technically, Carlos, Tom Brady never wore silver and black. If we're going to be semantical. What did I think of Tom Brady in silver and black? He never wore silver and black. You understand what I'm saying, right? Marcus, thank you for being here. I appreciate everybody popping in. Much respect. Thank you. But Carlos, to the answer to your question, you got pictures of Tom Brady in silver and black? Or you understand. Okay, yeah. You get it. And this should tell you your answer. And you can go back and look at the tapes. I said this. I said, if Tom Brady is our quarterback, and this was before he signed with the fake Pirate Buccaneers, this is true. I said, if Tom Brady is our quarterback, I will hate, loathe, and despise the fact that he's wearing that uniform. You would be wearing number 12 as well. But I would have to cheer him on. You get the point. I hate the man, but he's the quarterback of our Raiders. So I'm glad to say that did not ever come to be. Now, the next thing is that, well, do you hate the fact that he's in the front office? And it's similar. And let me rephrase the hate the man thing. I need to change the wording on that semantically. I just hate the tuck rule game. Hate, loathe, despise, and abhor that game. I always will. And I hated that he never admitted to fumbling the ball. That's why I hated him as a player, because he never admitted it. Now, he has admitted it to people later on. So he knows he got away with it. Now, the next question, Carlos, is as long as his relationship as a junior owner for the Raiders does good things for the team, I will stand behind him. Being he is a part of the team, would you forgive the tuck rule for help winning a Super Bowl? Us winning a Super Bowl, I wouldn't forgive the tuck rule, but it would be, bygones. You fucking lied. And I'd tell him that. I really don't think Tom Brady's going to come to my face and say, yo, old dude, I don't care who you are, but I know he has admitted to it. And I've always hated that. So that, that when you throw the word hate around, I gotta be, I've hated that he never admitted to it. That bears, that just, burns me. Burns my ass. But if he comes here to help us, win a Super Bowl by doing positive things, and I got to know that he helped do this. He was instrumental in helping us do that. Just because he's a part of the organization, well, first off, we got to get better. First off, we got to make the playoffs. Let's go that route. Playoffs. Thank you, Jim Mora. Let's go to the playoffs first. And I'll even go beyond that. Let's have a winning season. Post Derek Dallas Carr. So I'll do my best, Sharif. I think somebody is see if they're on Instagram. Maybe I can do Instagram from this one. I'll see. I'll open up here. Maybe I can do Instagram. We'll find out. The thing again. But yeah, if he helps out, and I need to, did you do, Tom? What exactly did you do that was instrumental? That was instrumental in you turning things around. If somebody can say, we did that, and Tom Brady was an important part of that. That's great. I'm never going to forgive the Tuck rule. Never going to forgive that. Never going to that. How can you? How can you? How can you? You can't. But can't do it. But I think somebody might have sent me a message here. No. It was personal. Anyway, Carlos, I hope that answered your question. And I would love for Tom Brady to come talk to me. Seriously, if you're in a Raider organization and you know Tom Brady, I would love for Tom Brady to come talk to me. And I say it respectfully, sir. Respectfully, this is how I feel. And maybe somebody has said that. Yeah, your dad and me are on the same wavelength. I ain't gonna fucking forgive him for that. I'm not gonna forgive him for lying. But if he helps us win a Super Bowl, that will at least make that less painful. Wouldn't you agree? I would agree that it would make it less painful. So Carlos gets it. Thanks for the discussion. I mean, what else are we going to talk about at 11:20 p.m. Eastern? I don't know. Was it the 8? 11, 10, hey, Ed, it's like 8 something your time, right? Thank you. Carlos. Thank you, Carlos. Fucking hot. Great. So other than and I want to again say thank you to Matt Marinovich and thank you to Ed Winchell. I thank you everybody, but thank you for those that came in and gave me information about what's going on in training camp. If you're over on Instagram like Raider Dandy and Raider Tex, I know I'm going to see you later this year. Carlos, I hope to see you. I know I'm going to see Ed eventually. Kev, cool, Kev. When the fuck am I going to see you? And by the way, by the same token, Matt, have we met personally? Have we? I know he's always on here, but I don't know whether we've met personally. I don't know. Because I meet a lot of people. I'd love to meet Matt Marinovich personally, if I haven't already. And if I did meet him, okay, no. So yeah, there you go. Where's the preseason game next? Yeah, well, actually, technically this Thursday. And by the way, I will be doing my show. I will be watching the game. My show will be on at 9. The playback begins at 10 o'clock. Raiders at Chargers. At Chargers? No, I'm not. Well, choker. I probably won't be there. If it's, November, no. I probably won't be. And I'll tell you why, Carlos. Because it's fucking LA. And for those that have been listening to my lament, the likelihood of me going to a Chargers game gets precipitously lower if my tickets aren't of such good quality that it makes it worthwhile for me to deal with the fucking Los Angeles County sheriffs that are security for their game. I said it. And by the way, I'm very pro police officer. I'm very pro sheriff. I'm very pro military, as you know. But when I go to a game at SoFi and the sheriffs treat me like I am a criminal because I'm wearing silver and black. They don't care that I have my ribbon rack shows that I am a serviceman and I have my service for over 20 years. They don't care that I have a solid record. They look at me like, well, he's a criminal. That upsets me. That pisses me off. So why would I go to a game in LA and not even have good seats, but I would have to deal with those fucktwats, right? Deal with those fucktwats because they think I'm a criminal. They think all Raider fans are criminals, but especially if you dress up, because they think they did this, so they hold you in such low, despicable repute. So now, if I went to the game, pardon me, I've been up late, or sorry, I've been up early today, so I didn't get a chance to really sleep in. I apologize for yawning. I'm very honest about shit. But if I have to deal with that in LA, and I am going to deal with that in Kansas City because they are the same fucking way. Their security in Kansas City fucking sucks. I will say this. I'm going to have to change the amount of metal that I wear for a game because of the fucktwats that do security in Kansas City for the same fucking reason. Oh, that's metal? Oh, well, that is a weapon. No, it's not. Been wearing the same fucking garb, plus or minus a few things, for 20 fucking years. Over 20 years. Carlos, hopefully sometime you can come up to Vegas. I hope you can come up to Vegas. I hope to meet you. I love meeting everybody personally. It's great. I remember, and I'm sure Ed's still on. I remember the first time I met Ed Winchell personally. We had my tickets in Oakland, and it was the Antonio Brown game. It was the Antonio Brown game. It was like the first game of right? Yeah, it was the season opener. It's a season opener, and Antonio Brown had done his stupid shit. And, and I got a chance, me and Ed got a chance to hang out. Sharif and I, we know, good to see you there, brother. I've met Sharif several times. It's always good to see Sharif. That's why I enjoy meeting. It's like, hey, we speak, or I've been in on your shows. I'm great. We all yell fuck. And actually, thank you, Sharif. That was my point. I didn't get a chance to, and I said, don't do that. I get it, but and this was my reasoning, and I might be wrong. I said, that gives him wasta. That gives him wasta. Why? Because our minds were on him. Fuck AB. Fuck AB. Fuck AB. You get what I'm saying? And I'm like, don't do that. Because he never played a down for the Raiders. Never played a down for the Raiders. And by the way, people were, with the jersey, I said, no. He wore 84. I said, and his name is Brown. And people were burning the jerseys and shit. I said, no, 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 no. Get some spray paint. Captain Raider, good to see you, brother. Thank you there. Come on over to YouTube. Get some spray paint. Block out the part of the 4 that makes itself a 1, right? Mark it off. Spray paint the white area black, black. Make that white area of the 4 black, and you got an instant Tim Brown jersey, 81. Right? Don't burn a jersey. I still got all those fucktwat jerseys. I still got my Warren Saptors. I still got my Randy Moss 2 jerseys. I still got Aaron Brooks wasn't a fucktwat. He just wasn't very good. I still got my Jamarcus Russell jersey. Right? I can't come to burn a jersey. Yeah, good to see you. Good to see you, Captain Raider. We'll be seeing Captain Raider pretty soon. But don't burn a Raiders jersey. Just take the name off. Take the name off, or spray paint over the name, or if it's a jersey that you can do it, get a name tape. Right? Number 2, a Leo Aragus jersey. If it was a Jabus's jersey or a Brooks jersey, they were 2, right? Get a name tag and make it an Aragus jersey. Your Randy Moss jersey instantly becomes a Jeff Jager jersey, 18. I said what to do with an Antonio Brown jersey. Spray out, make the F4 a 1. There are other examples. Now for Khalil Mack, and I have 2 the high elite, the $300 nice jerseys. I didn't fuck with them, but I won't wear them. I won't wear them until he's no longer in the league, and then he's a retired football player, and he's a great Raider of the past. Russell knocked Gruden out of the playoff contention, so his jersey got some value. Yeah, true, and it's like, oh man, yeah, I was at that game too. I was at the Jamarcus Russell, Gruden's last game, Raiders at Buccaneers. I was at that game. Great that we won. So yeah, but I keep jerseys. Change names. Oh, I didn't see that. ABC had CTE as well. Yeah. Now I will say this, and it's for all seriousness. I don't begrudge the mentality issues, the brain disorder issues, the personality issues that the football players have. Antonio Brown definitely has issues. We all know this. Not medically, but we can feel it, right? AB's fucked up. Chandler Jones is fucked up. Plenty of people are fucked up. is our recently departed defensive tackle fucked up in the head when his defensive tackle shipmate teammate says that all players need to go and find that place where mental health is looked at. Get your mental health straight. That should tell you something. So, if you, Camerator, if you want to come on over to YouTube. I'm going to put the StreamYard link in the system. Hang on here. I'm going to copy it here. Look at some banners. Get all this shit squared away. Let's see here. Okay, let's see here. Gonna edit this. See here. Hang on a second. Oh fuck. There you go. Whoop. Back. There we go. Save that. Do this. Show that. I'm going to, in the comments, oh, I can't change it. I'll hide it for a second. Let me see here. Edit. Let me copy this. Copy. Save. Show. Okay. If you want to come into the show, and please do, by the way, Wilkins got a gig as a USDA meat inspector. Really? SD? Oh, I get it. Is he going to the Garglers? Really? I put this in chat. Fly Girl Rosie! Outstanding. One of my favorite Raiderettes. Definitely top 5. Although at this point, can I think of 4 others? No, but you're definitely top 5. Good to see you. The last time I saw Rosie was, she was at Eye Candy. So I hope to see you, Rosie, this year. And and like I said, I owe Rosie a dinner. But you got to get in touch with me so we can do dinner. The link is in the chat. The comment is in the chat. If you want to be a part of the show, go to the link. The link is there. Wilkins got a gig. So you got USDA and SD is in. Did he actually get picked up? Raider Russell joined. Good to see you. If you're over there on Instagram, I know this is later than normal. This is later than normal because I went to Comic-Con and took my granddaughter out for her dinner. If you're coming in late, got a signed Gabriel Iglesias Fluffy Funko Pop. Oh, by the way, with its certification, see, certified. And we were talking about this earlier. This is got to have the tank top. Let's see here. Tampa Bay Comic Convention. But you see, it's Star Trek, baby. It's Star Trek. I like that. And the other one, because I was kind of picky about what the designs were. So the other design, and the designs I liked, they were on tank tops. So I got another one. Let's see here. Was it like the Daredevil? Yeah, I think it's Daredevil. Daredevil tank top with the Tampa Bay Comic Con. I think it's Daredevil. But it's black design. And it was nicer to design. And I did get an autographed book from a author. His name, let's see, is William Hatfield. William Hatfield. And I asked him, I said, which one of these books are you, proudest of? So he said this one, and he signed it. So I got a William Hatfield signed edition. I didn't spend the $12 to get this JSA approved or certified. Let's see here. It's there. I don't know if you can see it or not, but right there. Yeah, there you go. That's William's signature. William's signature there. And I'm going to read this. I very rarely read books, but I'm going to read this. So we're almost up on an hour. We're almost up on an hour. What did you do this weekend? I know Fly Girl Rosie was doing she's flying around. So I know the Fly Girl Rosie was flying around probably this weekend sometime. Remember, you got to get in touch with me for dinner. Hopefully, I'll see Fly Girl Rosie. Very nice gal. Nice looking too, but very nice gal. So hopefully, we'll see her. But what did you do? I didn't watch the Phillies win. Actually, the two times that I didn't watch them win, they won. And then the time that I did watch them, they lost. And this is one of the correct answers. We went to Raiders training camp at the stadium. That's because y'all are in California. And I am in Florida. If you want two tickets, no fees, none of that bullshit fees, 2 tickets next to the Raiders tunnel, literally next to the Raiders tunnel, across the tunnel from the black hole, call it black hole adjacent, section 126. Row 6, which is really row 5, by the way. Seriously, that's not a lie either. 126, row 6, seats 1 and 2. Face value-ish. I'll go $700 for 2 for the preseason game. Let me know. Bill's going to be there. Sally's going to be there. And I'm sure that since Bill is there, say hi to Maria. Sally gets on my ass because I called her Maria one night. I don't know what I was thinking. Old brain fart thing. Bill's married to Sally. Correct? I didn't fuck that up, did I, Bill? You're married to Sally. Tell Sally I said hi. Bill Wallinger reacted. Yeah, so there you go. I think that's what the laugh is. Tell Sally I said. No, tell Maria I said hello. That's Sally. But if you want those 2 tickets, no fucking Ticketmaster bullshit. Say, yeah, Cap, I want the tickets. You send them to me via Zelle. I'll fucking, and I've never cheated out anybody on a ticket. There you go. Yep. Bill Walzer and Sally have been married, or no, they're married. They've been together for 30 plus years, by the way, because the girls get really pissed if you don't do it exactly. You know, there's a guy that said, "Well, yeah, we've been married for this amount. We've been together. You better tell them that it's 30 plus years married and 32 plus years together." I'm sure she will let you know that. Over 30 years, 30 plus. 30 plus. And hats off to you, Bill and his wife Sally, and Bill's extra babe Maria. There you go. See, ain't that the truth? You know I'm speaking the truth. Congrats to you guys. And Bill and Sally are great people. Good. I can't wait to see y'all. I saw them last year and I stayed at their house. This is awesome. This is what I'm saying. Getting a chance to meet people personally. I've already known Bill and Sally personally, but I went and stayed at their house. It was very nice. And by the way, don't ever go over to their fucking house unannounced. Their dogs will eat you. They will eat you. I ain't lying. They will eat you. Put a comment on that, Bill. Ain't that the truth? I didn't go out of the house until I knew that their dog was locked up. So what did y'all do this weekend? The Bill went to the training camp. That's cool. Remember, if you want to go to the very first game this year, which is the preseason game, 2 tickets, 100, 700. Oh, we do got a joke. We do got a guess. Yes, they will, Captain. Yes, they will. And we can't wait to see you again. Thank you, Bill. They will eat you. They will eat you. If you come over to their house unannounced, they will eat you. The dogs. Oh, there's my girl. Blue Richards just popped in to show some love. Thank you, darling. Blue does her stuff here on YouTube as well. Blue and I have a dinner date upcoming in Vegas. Can't wait for that. I'm looking forward to that. Why? Because I got a beautiful lady and great food in Vegas. What's not the love? Love and care to you. I love that young lady. We definitely need to get her a new set of glasses, though. I always say, here, use these. These are these are fucking dirty. Wow, I got to clean these. These are my, God, what was the name of that guy? Harry Carey glasses. Yeah, these are my Harry Carey glasses. Hey, look at the sombrero on that kid. I love Blue. She's awesome. And we'll get her some new glasses. Kathy, you taking her to Sizzler? I will take her to anywhere she wants. As long as I can afford it, but I can afford, decent meals. I can afford decent meals. She's picking the restaurant because it's a great meal with a beautiful lady. Now, having said that, I know that Positive Philly has been waiting for this. I'm going to bring. How you doing, brother? You're good. What? Are you okay? I can barely hear you.
Hello?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Ask.
Oh, okay. Are you okay? I can barely hear you, brother.
Is that better?
Yes, that is better. Now I can hear you. What's going on, Paz?
Johan Duran, Captain Jack.
The Durantula.
Oh my God.
Did
He's
he
amazing.
pitch? Did he get another save tonight?
Yeah, I didn't watch the game. I was watching wrestling, but I saw on Twitter every pitch that he had was over 100 miles per hour.
Oh, thank goodness.
6
A
pitches in a
a
row over 100 miles per hour.
a real closer for the Philadelphia Phillies, and I'm happy about
Yes.
that. Now, what about? I mean, and people, and I've already seen the clickbait on this. They were pissed off that the outfielder that we got, and yes, people, it's we because I'm a Phillies fan and it's my team and it's we, and I've been a Phillies fan for technically longer than I've been a Raiders fan. Technically, longer. But what about the I can't remember his name, the outfielder, and people
Harrison
say
Bader.
you get an outfielder, Bader, right? You get an
Yeah.
outfielder, and then you don't even fucking play him. What the fuck is up with that?
Yeah, he played on Saturday, and I haven't seen much of him though, so I haven't actually been able to watch him and like get an understanding of him and the feel for him yet. So
Yeah. Okay. Well, I know in the game that we won on Friday, he was a pinch hitter and he walked, and he was one of the people that scored. He was one of the people that scored when we were behind. We were behind 3-0, and he was one of the three that scored to make it 3-3. And then the one guy hit a home run to make it 4-3, and then the Phillies won like 5-4, 6-4, something like that. So he was there. He played on yesterday, but I didn't really see. He didn't do much.
yeah,
Okay, Phillies can do. Okay, well here you go. Ed says Phillies can learn a lot from the Dodgers and maybe go far in the playoffs. Ed, what are they going to learn from the Dodgers? It's a new year,
Dodgers aren't even
brother.
the best team.
Yeah, yeah. The Dodgers actually. I was going to say. I think. Do the Dodgers? Don't the Phillies have more wins than the Dodgers?
Like
I know that's going to
slightly,
piss off Blue. I know that's going to piss off
slightly.
Blue. Yeah. Blue. I know Blue. I love you,
It's a
darling.
nice
Don't
hat.
worry. We're doing dinner. What, this one? Yeah, it is. It's a flat hat, but I put a curve in it. It's a nice
Yeah.
gray hat, but it
So how
goes
you
well
doing,
with my
Captain? I
gray
seen
Star
videos
Wars
of you in
shirts.
the
That's
wheelchair, sir. You doing good? Everything okay?
yeah. Yeah. It's my power chair. It's my power chair,
Oh
and
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm sure as you get
I will put more.
so
I'll put
you're good,
more
but
on
as you've
today.
gotten older, it's harder walking around the stadiums and everything, right?
Yeah, and my knees are needing operations, but I'm going to try to deal with it without getting an operation. EMAC, good to
Oh
see you,
man,
brother. Come on
listen,
over to YouTube, EMAC.
if you need to do it to make yourself feel better and be healthier, you got to do it though. You know, you can't put that shit off. That's important. It's your health,
I will.
right?
Oh,
You got to get it. You got to
but
get it at the right
I
time.
can walk around. Yeah, and see that's the other thing because I got to do both knees. I got to do both knees. So that
Best
means that
time
the
to get it
rehab
is
is
in
going to be
January,
4 months on
in
each knee.
February when after the NFL season when the fans are sitting on the couch. It's the best time to get
Fuck you as well. But
it.
that I understand that.
No, I'm kidding.
Um,
Listen, the Chiefs, man.
that's
Listen,
what
people are telling me
that's
I don't think the
that's
Chiefs have
what
it
I
as easy
plan.
as people think they did this year.
That's what I planned actually, and I planned for mid-January to get my knee surgeries, right? So it would be one knee January, 4 months rehab. So February, March, April, May. So mid-May, I would be in theory would be fully rehabilitated. So then I would get the other knee mid-May, June, July, August, September. So mid-September, in theory, I would have both knees fully recuperated. That's what I'm looking for.
That's good.
That's what I'm looking for. Raiderette Free Spirit, my girl, I haven't seen you since
But listen, I'm going to
what?
be honest
Raider
with you,
Nation
Captain Jack. I've been
explosion.
telling
Come
this
on
to
over
other
to
people
YouTube.
too.
I'm sorry,
I don't
what was
think-
that there?
I'm
Pause?
going to be honest with you as a fan of the AFC West, right?
Yeah.
I don't think it's a clear-cut path for the Chiefs this year.
No, I don't think. No, I think that it's going to be.
I wouldn't be shocked if they don't even make the AFC Championship game.
Oh, I don't. They might. There are people that are saying that they're not going to make the playoffs. I don't think that's. I'm not going to go that far.
You
But
don't get
they're
me
not
wrong.
going to be.
I would fucking be ecstatic if that didn't
Not
happen.
going to win. They're not going to win the AFC West.
Who do you
They're
think
not
will?
going to win the AFC West.
Broncos.
I think Denver. Raiders have an outside chance, but other people are thinking the Chargers. So I don't know really. We'll see.
You think they'll be good enough to stop the Broncos for the Broncos to stop them though?
Yeah, I think the Broncos should have beat them twice last year. They did them.
Wow.
Yeah, the only reason why Kansas City won their first game was because Kansas City, I think it was Karlaftis, blocked the field goal that would have won them the game. And then in the last game, they blew them the fuck out. Now, granted, all the Chiefs players of stature weren't playing that game, but they did win. So technically, they could have won both games.
Yeah. But
So I'm gonna now since you're here, did I ask you already what the Phillies? I'm sorry, Eagles record's going to be this year?
no, I don't think you have.
Okay, what do you foresee for your Eagles?
13-4.
13-4. Okay, book it.
Bucks,
Book it.
Lions, Bills, Commanders away.
Okay. Hey, pause. I got to do this for you. I got Black Thanos, aka Sharif Saleh Khan, and I got EMAC, who's going to talk some about his Seattle Seahawks.
Yeah, you good, Captain. I just wanted to tell you two things. Number one, tomorrow I start a new job.
Good.
Yeah.
Was it that job that you said that you might have some swing with some Philadelphia sports teams?
Oh no, it's not that. It's a day job. It's like a 9 to 5, or not a 9 to 5, but it's an 8 to 12 for now, and it's a lot more money than I was making. So, yeah.
Good. Well, congrats, man.
It's
I'm very happy about that.
it's a job for the county. It's a county job, so that's good.
Hey, and yes, and a civil service job makes money, brother.
And then I'm also going to Minnesota in October for the Eagles-Vikings game too.
Okay, I'm going to the Eagles at Packers game.
Okay, nice.
The Monday night game. If you can, try to make it on out for that.
Yeah, I'm going to Minnesota, so that's my Eagles road trip this year. Wanted to pop up my dad, my uncle, so we want to pick somewhere where it's inside and it won't rain. Last year we went to Dallas. This year we're going to Minnesota.
Good for you, sir.
Yes, sir.
And I hope to see you. I'll be honest, Paz. I'm not sure about the Raiders at Eagles game in December because it's close to Christmas. It's very cold.
You won't see me out there. Just come out for a Phillies game.
I'm trying to go to the Phillies game where it's Phillies Mets after the first game, after the first game of the season. I'm driving back down from New England. I'm hoping to go to the Vet for the Phillies game.
Yeah, let me know. I'll stop in the city and we'll grab a bite to eat or something, even if I'm not at the game. If I can come, I will.
Okay. And I got your number, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, you do. You got my cell. All right, Captain.
Okay, good.
Go Phillies.
Hey, Paz, you take
sir.
care, brother. Always good hearing from you.
You too. Thank you.
Hoorah. Paz, Billy. Thank you there, sir. I'm gonna bring Black Thanos in. EMAC, you're next. Don't worry, but I got Black Thanos. He was in before you. I swear I'm not playing favorites. Black Thanos, aka Sharif Saleh Khan. Give me a mic check, please, sir.
Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2.
Good going, brother. How you doing?
Just enjoying a rare lazy Sunday night, bro. And I did see that you were on the air a little bit later than usual, but as you explained, you was at Comic-Con, and that's
Yeah.
always a adventure, as well as just the joy of spending the time with, I believe you said your granddaughter's birthday, was it?
Yeah.
So that's really nice to do. I think I saw one of your photos with you and a couple of Deadpool uh uh
Yeah.
cosplayers, if you will. So,
Yes.
you know.
Yes. And I haven't seen all of them yet. I wanted a good picture to say, hey, I'm late today, but boom, there's a picture. And I said, okay, that'll do. And it was a decent picture.
Yeah, and with Raider Nation, with us, particularly in the season that's quickly approaching, every Sunday is damn near almost a Comic-Con slash Halloween slash Mardi Gras for us.
Yes.
So, we've always been distinctive in that, right, bro?
I told people, I don't know if you heard this or not, but next year for Tampa Bay Comic Con, hopefully it won't be the Sunday. I want us to go to like the Friday and the Saturday if I can make it, right. I will dress as Captain Jack. I will dress as Captain Jack. I will either bring my walker, which is I don't know if I posted the pictures with my buddy that does all my artwork. He made that nasty red walker, a gray and black and silver Raider Captain Jack walker. It's beautiful.
Wow.
I got to post those pictures.
You
Or
mean
I
like
will be
airbrushing and all of that?
Yeah, that's my guy.
Wow.
That's my guy. Yeah.
He's the one who did the was it the vest for you? Or
He's the guy that
this?
does all.
Yeah, he seems pretty talented. I've seen some of his work, through you, of course. I do remember the
Right,
vest,
right.
obviously.
Well, both vests. He did my tricorn hat on top, right, and all the other. There are pins on it, so you can't see all of his work. But he did my tricorn hat. He did the two vests. He did my jacket, which was my old Navy jacket that has the picture of me from what is it, England, or the England game, right? Where
Right.
and he has the old beard, which is like black. There was only a little bit of specks, but it was mostly black. But he has that picture on the back. He had, like I said, he did my scooter, all the artwork that's on the scooter that you saw for Kansas City, and he did the walker. So that, because I wasn't gonna have a fucking red fucking walker, like I was gonna have a blue fucking scooter. I can't have those colors going to a Raider game as me. That I would be laughed out of the fucking park.
No, I totally get it. That's full commitment, and you don't want anything clashing with the vibe or the mythic aura of Captain Jack.
Well, you
However,
don't
is
want
it
anything Raiders. But yeah, go ahead, sir. I'm sorry.
that too? Yes, of course. Isn't this Thursday the first exhibition game? Am I mistaken?
Yes. No, you're
Oh,
not
okay.
mistaken. I will be on. I will start my show at 9:00, and the NFL Network was kind enough to start their game at 10:00 Eastern, because normally we have to wait for the fucking tape delay bullshit.
Right.
They started the game on time, so it's a live game. So I will do an hour of my show at 9, and I'm just going right through the rest of it. We're gonna talk right through while we're now. I can't show the game. The sound might not be there, so I don't want to get a YouTube strike, but I will tell people what I see. So I will be kind of doing play-by-play of the game as well. So I will be there. So if you can't watch the game, if you don't have NFL Network, right, I will tell you what you're missing.
Okay. Yeah, I had the network for many years as a DirecTV subscriber back then. But I'll basically will be on the road. So, it's not like I would, be home in front of the TV anyway. But knowing that, you'll be doing play-by-play or updates at least,
Yes.
But I just want everyone to, look good, finish the exhibition game healthy, and
That's
so
right.
that Pete and the staff can make the correct decisions as far as who's going to make the cut and all of that. Because I don't put too much stock in preseason games like I did many moons ago. Because half the time you fall in love with some guy who doesn't even make the roster. So I just leave that up to the professionals who get paid to do that sort of thing. But this time of year, all of us passionate Raider fans kind of style ourselves as you know um analysts and draft experts, and all of these great people got resumes, from the comfort of their homes and sofas about, oh, who can play this, who's not good, who's da 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 da. I
Yeah.
just, I really lock in when the kickoff officially begins in September. Whereas, okay, this is the squad, this is what we're rolling with. Boom, let's get down to business. But since it's been
Yeah.
a slow day, Cap, it's not too much for me to rap to you about. But I will say, you being a Phillies fan, you
Yes,
probably are
sir.
aware of this, but as you know, August 2nd made the anniversary of the passing of Thurman Munson way back in 1979, which,
Yes, I
for
do.
me as a kid was a jarring moment because, when you look at these guys as larger than life and as heroic as they were defending champions at the time, having beaten the Dodgers the previous season. You just don't fathom something like that happening. So it was really sobering as a kid. However, I don't know if you're aware of this, but the initial announcement here in New York, of course, being the hometown, was made during the Mets and Phillies game. And it
Hmm.
was, and I remember, I think Lee Mazzilli was at bat, and I think he flied out to Luzinski or whatever. But in those days, they would show the news actually on the scoreboard in the old digital type of font, and it played across the stadium on on the
Hmm.
right field, what do you call jumbotron, I guess, in the Shea Stadium, the Mets old stadium. And the place got so freaking silent. The players of the Phillies paused. They all looked, that the outfield all locked into the message. The Mets, of course, was stunned, but it was really a surreal, actual, real time moment. Because back then, there wasn't no Twitter, Instagram, or nothing like that. And I think you can still find tapes of that on YouTube, hearing the announcers as it played out. But that's how New York, home of the Yankees and Thurman Munson's professional home, got the news
Right.
of his passing during the Mets and the Phillies game, as Lee Mazzilli was at bat. So I figure I'd share that little nugget with you. You being a big time Philadelphia Phillies fan, that's whereas they kind of were a witness, if you will, to some dubious and sad history.
Yes. Well, actually, I'm going to flip that on you as well. Let me say hi to AJG 1994 and Patriot Focus over here on Instagram. Come on over to YouTube. Come on over to YouTube. That as sad as that was, I would say, and obviously it was a tragic event. The Mets and Phillies game of May the 1st, a couple years, how many years ago? Yeah, I know it was May the 1st. The Mets were playing the Phillies. I think it was the Sunday night baseball game. And you
Okay.
might remember where I'm going with this. The initial announcement that Osama bin Laden had been killed came during the Sunday night baseball game, the Mets at the Phillies. I'm pretty sure I know it was a Mets Phillies game. I'm pretty sure it was Sunday Night Baseball, May the 1st. So, and you have the tragic passing of Thurman Munson. By the way, and let me ask, he died August 4th. That's near the end of the baseball season before September. May I ask, what was he doing up in his airplane on August 4th?
Well, it was actually
Am I
August
missing
2nd.
something?
It was
Okay,
yeah,
but
August 2nd, 1979. Now it's going into the 4th, but I was referencing it because we didn't talk yesterday but
yeah,
August 2nd is actually but he was actually a pilot and had his own small
right. That's what I'm
plane that,
saying. His own
so
plane.
and I believe I guess was just off time for the Yankees, it was like they were in between series or whatever, had a off day, and I can't remember exactly, what was his express purpose or whatever, but it's something that they knew that he regularly done or was into, but this just like Kobe Bryant would typically take a helicopter to this place and that place as opposed to dealing with LA traffic. But on that fateful day,
Yeah.
his number was called. That just happened with Thurman Munson. That's why, of course, the announcement was made as the Mets were playing of all things. And I think the following day or 2 days later is when the Yankees came to the stadium and they had the great
They had the
against the Orioles, was just a great tribute and a lot of emotion that day as you see Reggie and that historic lineup and Bucky and Piniella and all the rest. Just it was almost like being at a military ceremony. Not to sound sacrilegious, but that's just how solemn it was because
no,
this was the captain of that team. This wasn't just
yeah,
some role player. Some relief, some relief pitcher off the staff. He was the captain
he
of
was.
those '70s Yankees, and but yeah, so why he was flying that particular day, I don't really remember, but as far as hearing the news, yeah, it was. So it seemed like the Phillies just have this penchant of I don't being around when some real shocking news comes around.
There you go. I was going to say shocking. I'll give because again, the shocking news of Thurman Munson's demise, or the shocking news of Osama bin Laden's demise. That was great. Everybody in the crowd started chanting USA, 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 and I'll go look at YouTube. For the if I can find the Thurman Munson's announcement, Phillies Mets, but go look up Osama bin Laden announcement, Phillies Mets. I'm sure it's on YouTube too. And
Oh
like
yeah,
I said,
I'm very sure the one you're referencing is, and mine is too. I just haven't seen it in a long time, but I have seen it before. Obviously since childhood a few times. But
yeah,
it's on there. Matter of fact, I may just send you the link as I get off
sure,
the phone with you. 'Cause I know
okay,
you're a great historian and of course lover of the Philadelphia Phillies. At least the second time around was more celebratory, but that first one, just kind of took the air out of both teams. The Met fans in the stadium were just really stunned and quiet. It's good to see everyone kind of come together and understand what's the bigger picture outside of the logos and the rivalries and the competition and all of that. He was universally respected and loved in that
very
game.
well, for sure.
But
And
anyway,
Shrink, one
Cap.
of these we got to talk. And I hate to be morose, but I don't think I've ever asked you, being the solid New Yorker that you are, I don't remember ever, and if it's a bad subject, please tell me. I'd rather not talk about it. But you were there in 9/11. I remember 9/11 being here in this house. I was on leave, okay, and I was listening to the morning sports news, because I was on leave. I was getting gas to mow my lawn, and I was ready to. I was here on leave before I went on a trip to on a cruise, and I heard the news, and I'm like, oh, okay, and they're saying, well, hey, we've heard that a small commuter plane has hit one of the towers in New York. Details later, and then I walk in the house, and then the lady comes up to me, and she goes, have you heard the news? And I'm like, yeah, I heard that a small plane hit the one of the towers. She goes, no, two planes, two towers. And that's when I knew.
Right.
One is an accident, two ain't an accident. And that's when I knew that shit was fucked up on that. But one of these days, being the like I said, the staunch New Yorker that you were, maybe when we're having some celebratory, you drink more than I do, but I'll have a few with you. Well, we'll sit and talk about that. I'd like to hear your stories about that.
Yeah, I was in Manhattan that day. I was I would say less than 3 miles away. So it was close enough to feel the remnants of it. And that was quite a day, quite a day. Oddly enough, it's close to 25 years almost already come next month.
Yes,
But
sir.
everything from, having no cell phone service for basically the whole duration of the day, death has a smell, and for me, that's literally what I could smell on top of the chemicals and the charred steel, the asphalt, if you ever seen that movie I Am Legend by Will Smith, that's how Manhattan, even Midtown Manhattan, was close to Times Square, was so fucking barren. You could have laid down in the middle of the street for hours and don't see a car. And then, of course, in the wake of it, what was even more sobering and dejecting is seeing all of the posters of people looking for loved ones, missing persons, flyers that family members would plaster all over the city and subway stations. It was that was a rough time. But yeah, I can go more into detail, at a later time.
You got it. And to enjoy the rest of your day off. I'm gonna be on here because I got to let EMAC talk, because I haven't heard from EMAC in a bit, and he did pop in. I'm gonna let him in, talking his sports, and see what sort of juicy, not trollish issues are, because he at least he knows shit, and I have no problem with that. But yeah, we'll get back to that. Cardinal fan of the year, good to see you over there on Instagram. Cardinal fan of the year 2021. Come on over to YouTube. And Sharif, again, blessings to you, brother, and can't wait to see you this year. I know you said definitely the DC game, and whenever I see you over in Vegas, great too.
All right, Cap, will do, bro. Take care.
You got it. That's Sharif Saleh Khan. No, Sharif Saleh. See, I fucking did it again. Sharif Saleh Khan. I owe it, and it's pardon me, Sharif. It'll take a while, and I was saying it correctly, and then for some reason the old membranes fucked up your name, Sharif Saleh Khan. Next up, we got EMAC, who's going to come in and talk some sports.
You pretty bastard.
How you doing, EMAC? What's going on with you tonight, brother?
I'm doing good. Just got back home from open gym for basketball. All I gotta say is I'm getting old.
Oh, fuck you. You're what, 24?
About to be 25 in a few weeks.
Oh, my goodness. Dude.
I mean, Basketball, I mean, I played it for as long as I can remember at this point, and yeah, do all that running, getting older, just wears your body down pretty much.
Well,
But
let's put it this way:
it
the
makes it
fact
harder
that you
too.
can run, the fact that you can run
Yeah,
is a positive thing. That's great, and
going
you
against a
build
lot of
endurance, and cardio, and it's great, man. So don't take it for granted, man. That's positive, good things, man.
yeah, going get it's sure it's a lot of youngsters go up against and having more talent, wisdom than I could possibly imagine. But anyway, yeah, well, sports to talk about, man. I think my Seahawks will go 10-7. Actually make the playoffs this time.
There you go. Okay.
And then I don't know if you've been hearing the whole Matthew Stafford news, but have you been hearing he may have spine injuries again?
I heard that he was out, and the only reason why I heard that he was out was because there was a lot of news about Jimmy Garbageopolo actually having to throw the ball to Devontae what is it? Fucking Taco Bell Adams.
Garoppolo's on a
And
McVay
there was
system, so McVay will probably system him up a little bit. But also, you gotta understand about Garoppolo. When he was with you guys, he had a shitty Josh McDaniels as their head coach, terrible play caller.
Yeah, but wait a second there, Emac. You got to remember that the reason why Jimmy Garbageopolo actually made his name in the NFL was because when Tom Brady got injured, him and Castle used the time of playing behind Brady. They used that time effectively to get the contracts that they did. Garbageopolo got the contract that he needed, and Matt Castle got the contract with the Chiefs that he needed because of the injuries to Tom Brady. And whose system was it? It was McDaniels' system.
But he didn't pan out for the Raiders either, so.
No, he didn't pan out, but his offensive coordinator things that he did for Jimmy Garbageopolo and for.
And remember too, Cap, he was coming off a foot injury after his last year with the Niners. So, and he had a shank. I don't know if he had a shank plate on his foot too. Correct me if I'm wrong. He might have a shank plate on his foot during the surgery. So
he had, and actually when he went and was signing the contract, he didn't sign his contract on the day that people thought that it was, and his contract was held like 2 days in abeyance.
Mm-hmm.
And the people were like, oh shit, what the fuck? And then he signed it when he passed his physical. But we should have known then.
Or they could have
we should have known that.
Give him more reps. Could have done. Give him more reps.
Well, but he was garbage. That's why I call him Jimmy Garbageopolo, or
I
Jimmy.
think he's overrated too. Don't get me wrong. I was making
sure
you don't. I was making sure you didn't forget these things too. I know I don't forget as well either. And then,
well, having said that, though, wait a second, because you talked about Stafford. If Stafford doesn't go, he's the quarterback. How does that affect the Rams' record this year if Jimmy Garbageopolo is your quarterback and Matt Stafford?
Affect them a lot, to be honest. Like, but I did hear Stafford. If spine injuries affect him, his career may be over. So
it should be.
This might be a better chance for Seattle to win the division if Stafford gets screwed.
Thank you. That's true. That I was going to say with the Rams are favored to win that division.
Yeah,
but when there is,
I think they're my favorite to go to the Super Bowl coming out of the NFC personally. Against Buffalo.
Them and the Eagles are the best in the NFC. I agree with that, and I know that Positive Philly was just on.
And you know, also got Polka.
Well, Eagle fans are. What was that about Polka? What?
Polka Nakua. They still have him.
Yeah. You got Nakua. You got
Tyron Williams running back. That's pretty underrated running back. I'm not even gonna lie. Look him up. And then another thing
Yeah.
too. I know you and Biggie Bronco the other day were talking about the Chargers are going Charger and Justin Herbert. Look, if they're going to Charger, they may Charger, but I don't think Justin Herbert's done yet. Like, I don't think he's that blown out of proportion yet, statistically, talent-wise, because he still has one of the great arms in the league, and if it's going to be the reason that they don't go far and might get held back is because of their defense may digress and they're facing tougher AFC opponents. And you also got Greg Roman. I don't think Greg Roman's the worst play caller. Like, he's a good run scheme fit play caller, but he's not not the best passing scheme play caller as an offensive coordinator, but I would take him the most shitty offensive coordinators. But I do think Herbert still has years left in him, without a doubt. I would give him another wide receiver to work with.
Well,
and I think them losing,
and they're kind of thin at wide receiver. They did improve. They did improve their running game.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't remember any of their wide receivers are suspect.
Ladd McConkey was,
and yeah,
was pretty good.
Yeah, Ladd McConkey and who else? The guy that they
Quentin
drafted
Johnson.
a couple years before him.
Quentin Johnston, I'll think.
Yeah, but people were like, when he was drafted, they're like, "Are you fucking kidding me? Another wide receiver?" And he didn't really live up to that draft status. But yeah, Ladd McConkey is. Remember, what do Ladd McConkey and Brock Bowers have in common?
Talent.
Well, yeah. Other than that, but they're both University
play for Georgia.
of Georgia.
That's right. They play for Georgia.
They both played for Georgia, and they both have that great skill that they had at Georgia. And yeah. And Ed Winchell, yes, Herbert played every game last year.
And we got to remember too about the if it's going to be the only reason that they're going to Charger is because the AFC West is going to be like the toughest divisions in the NFL, and there's a lot of tougher AFC teams in that conference room. So the only teams I can maybe out passing is maybe you guys if you go down the shitters again. But other than that, I pretty much agree for what we've been saying about the AFC West this year. Other than that, I think
the AFC West is going to be the best team or best division, the toughest division amongst their teams. And like I said, EMAC, I don't know if you remember. You're probably way too young to remember this, but the Seahawks, when the Seahawks were in the AFC West, okay. And then you had all four of the teams that are still there. That was the hardest division in football as far as from top to bottom. You had the Chiefs, the Raiders, the Chargers, the Broncos, and the Seahawks. All five of those teams would just beat the living shit out of each other, but they were one of the best. That was the best division in football. And when the Seahawks went back and went back to the NFC, and I will say went back to the NFC because they started in the NFC, that they got that hard chutzpah from their time when they were in the AFC West, and that helped them out.
Yeah, but anyway, I think the Chargers are going to split with the Chiefs this year anyway. If they did Charger, I think they might split with everybody in that entire division. If I'm being real with myself.
Yeah. I think everybody
in the AFC West is going to split with everybody. And by the way, I would disagree with you about the Broncos winning the AFC West personally, because I know the Broncos have gotten better completely, but I think the Chiefs are still going to find ways to win the AFC West no matter what, because when you got a coach like Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes as your quarterback, that your team is still they're the most rhythm team that you can honestly think of. It's since Bill Belichick and Tom Brady era. And then
and Edwin agrees with you.
Andy Reid Andy Reid is going to basically address the issues anyway if they come into it.
Dave
Like,
Starr, good to see you on it.
when you got
Come on
a
over
team
to
that
you.
address those issues, they're hard to stop.
I agree, but I mean, I have to admit that,
But
you know,
I still
yes,
like
until such a time that anybody can dethrone the Chiefs, they are the AFC West champs, and they've been that way for, I think is it 7 years, 8 years in a row?
I
Because
think
they're
is it 10
champs.
now? 10 or 9 already?
Well, it's at least
it
8.
has
And
about to be 10 already. It has to be.
it's at least 8, maybe 9, could be 10, but we'll have to see. Who do you think was ahead of? I would definitely. That's a great question.
To be honest, if I'm being real, Cap, I think Andy Reid is better of all time than Belichick. Look at what Belichick has done without Brady. Pretty much nothing, basically. Yes, Belichick is a defensive mind. But, however, though, Andy Reid is the better offensive mind, and he was proven he can win without Mahomes. Like, he was proven to go over 500 without Patrick Mahomes and still make the playoffs. Every single quarterback he pretty much had. Michael Vick, Alex Smith, Donovan McNabb, obviously Mahomes. Well, I think it was just Vick, Smith, McNabb, but yeah, it's just a lot of quarterbacks he won with, and Bill Belichick hasn't.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. If you go back to his days with the Eagles,
I think Belichick is still one of the best coaches of all time, but he hasn't really proved a lot either. Without Brady during the whole Brady time.
And I think when all is said and done, Bill Belichick I think it all depends on how well he does at North Carolina. But
Like
if things don't pan out in North Carolina, then Belichick might go back and get or try to get those wins to get beyond Shula. I don't think he needs to get beyond Shula. People know how great of a coach he is, but being number 2 to somebody is always it sticks in your craw.
And Travis Kelce is better of all time tight end than Gronk. Travis Kelce better of all time than Gronk.
Yeah. I would say probably, yeah, because again, I thought that because who was saying that Gronkowski was the greatest tight end ever, and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? And then, but I went old school on him. I threw Raymond Chester out there. I threw Ozzie Newsome out there. I threw Mike out there. We'll go Shannon Sharp. If you go those guys, there's no way in hell that. And it was fucking. It was Richie Richey from the Broncos that were saying this.
And Gronk got injured for most of his career too. Like he was hurt a lot.
Yes.
So caller, hold on. Can I read that previous comment real quick?
Okay. So caller thinks
Brady would win 7 Super Bowls on any team. He didn't win without Gronk. Well, actually, no. That was 2016 when that was the year that Gronk got hurt, won the Super Bowl. I apologize. But yeah,
and then he had Gronk. He had Gronk in Tampa Bay too.
That is true. But anyway, I'll actually let you go, Captain.
Appreciate it. Yeah, because I'm tired.
It's actually good seeing you, and sorry I haven't been on the past few weeks because my life has been busy with work, busy with open gym for basketball. You name a lot of things that I've been dealing with. But
Emac, here's the thing though. The fact that we still communicate is good, and I appreciate that. And anytime you can come on, that's great because I enjoy talking to the people that are the regulars. And no worries on there. Your life is more important. I'm just a dude on YouTube. Seriously,
I like being on here.
You got it. And yeah, Bruce Davis says he's tired too. I am as well. And Bruce
I'm
says hi.
troll. Remember,
one by Bella.
I'm your
Yeah,
number
you
one
are. You're my favorite troll. You you are. Hey, Emac, take care of yourself, and we'll see you another time, brother.
Anyway, I love you, Captain, and let's go Raiders!
Arr! Thank you,
Arr, free
you got it,
bastards. Have a good night, brother.
Arr, yeah, bastards. Take care, Emac. That's cool. Emac's awesome. Yeah, he trolls occasionally, but at least he talks sports, which was the difference between a fucktwat troll that I will not mention. I just we talk sports, talk with authority, talk some good shit. Don't troll without substance. Where's the flag? Thank you. I don't know what that comment is because it's well, let me see here. It's well, let's see here. I can go to the YouTube. Maybe I can do this. Wait a second. Oh, I'm in the studio, so I don't know what comment is, but thank you. Is it over here? Yeah, it's over here. Get out of here. Get here to where's the there you go. I see it now. It's a salute. Thank you. Where's the flag? I'm over here. And I see I threw the YouTube, so I got you. Thank you for the salute. Because I can't see in the StreamYard. In the StreamYard, yeah, just a salute to the guy that does. And I said, and thank you that. And I did notice that my trolling has slowed down. Yes, it has. You know why? Because when you speak with authority, I know I sound like Cartman, respect my authority. No, but when you speak with authority on something without, and you have a note, don't just say shit to say shit. Say shit that ain't shit that has substance. Yeah, your trolling has slowed down a little bit because you're talking good shit. Good to be. Yeah, I got you. And Emac, you have a good night too. And yeah, and I like Matt Marinovich. Superior defense of the Giants. Eli Manning making plays. The David Tyree, the helmet catch. And then, what was it? Was it Manningham was the other receiver that made? I know David Tyree had the helmet catch, and I think Manningham was the other wide receiver in the other Super Bowl. Great. Then the last four, Brady was experienced enough to win it with the San Francisco West Coast playbook. Yeah, pretty much true. But remember, Brady's first couple wins, at least the first two, maybe the third one too, was because of Adam fucking Vinatieri and the defense winning those games. Belichick's defense, Adam Vinatieri, Super Bowl win. It's true. Anyway, it's going for 1 o'clock here. And I know that there's the people that were, if you go on the West Coast, I know it's not as late, but it's going towards 1. What's your top 5 most hated Raiders of all time? Raiders I hated the most? Wow. I would say, even though, and here's the thing. Do you count Antonio Brown? Because he never played a down for the Raiders. He's definitely an honorable mention because he never played a down for the Raiders. I would say D'Angelo Hall, because he took $8 million for 8 games. I would say Warren Sapp. Can't stand Warren Sapp. Randy Moss, because and I know that my friend Stu Schweigert defends him to the teeth because of the shit that went on with Raider fans against him, but he bellyached. He bellyached. That's one of the reasons why Raider fans got on his ass. Okay, Wilkinson can be there now. I would say, where's the fight? He could be one of those. And Chandler Jones won a game for us, but what else did he fucking do for us? Fucking Chandler Jones, Wilkins. And again, I'm tired, but definitely Sapp, Randy Moss. Do I hate Carr? No. I can't say that I hate Derek Dallas Carr. I always say, because when Sharif does the name, it's always Derek Dallas Carr. I don't hate him. You have a good night too, Carr. Thank you. Thank you for. See, Matt said it all. He tried, inconsistent, and then in the end, with the attitude that I didn't like. But no. So for all the people that are here, I did do a 2-hour show. It came on late. We gave Wilkins $50 million for not even 5 games. Wow. And yeah, I would say, that's a good reason why to fucking hate the guy. I mean, but you can't hate the guy because he might have mental issues. Jury's still out on that. Chandler Jones had mental issues. The other guy, and I keep forgetting his fucking name. Alden. What was Alden's name? The other defensive end? Alden something. And then his name was All Done because he was all done. Oh, I'll give you one. Rolando McClain. Rolando McClain. There's another one. Alden Smith. Rolando McClain. Fuck him. So that's a good question. And I try to, like I said, there's Jamarcus Russell. I know. And that's an easy answer. Jabustis. I know that. I mean, I was thinking of other ones. Matt definitely. Jamarcus is there. Jamarcus, who has had all the ability in the world, didn't fucking try. All the physical ability, didn't try. I would say definitely Rolando McClain is there. Alden Smith was, at least he tried, but definitely D'Angelo Hall, D'Angelo. Javon Walker was a real fucked up pickup, but I would say Warren Sapp for all the money that he stole. Warren Sapp. There's 5 at least. Antonio Brown, special mention, but he was never officially a Raider. He never took the field as a Raider. He never had a single play from scrimmage as a Raider. I don't even remember, and maybe you guys can remember before. I don't remember him even fucking practicing as a Raider. He was in uniform, but I don't remember him even practicing. I don't remember that. I don't remember him even. Fuck AB. Gone full circle on the fuck AB. So anyway, I'm gonna go to bed. It's 1:45. Been on for almost 2 hours. Oh yeah, thank you. Yeah, who can not put Devontae Adams on that list. You are right. And so recent, too. Devontae Adams. There you go. I agree. His mom's nice. Mom reached out. Not when we spoke. Devontae's mom and me. We spoke on chat. She is very nice. That don't mean anything. So y'all take care. It is officially August 4th, and Sharif is still on here. You know, I don't know if you know Sharif, but there's a certain birthday on August 4th that I will say fuck you to. Fuck you. And Sharif knows who this person is. I know Ed Winchell knows who this person is. Fuck you on your birthday. So there you go. I hope you have the most unjoyous, unhappy, fucked up birthday in life that you can. From August 4th onward. Fuck you. And Sharif knows, and Ed Winchell knows. I don't think anybody else knows who I'm talking about. Doesn't matter. Anyway, it is August 4th, and I'm going to bed. So take care, everybody. Good night. We'll see you on another show. We'll see you. Thanks again. Take care.